Cheers. Welcome to... It's a lazy Sunday, but I'm doing it on a Saturday because I'm free and I don't have work tomorrow. So, cheers guys. This is the Kolsch, 12 days since it finished fermenting. I'll give a little rundown on that and a bit of a chat about a few other things I've been up to. Mostly today, to be honest. There you go. It's still a little hazy. It's only 12 days. Taste-wise and aroma, there's a little hint of fruits. Now, this is the Citra Kolsch that I brewed a couple of weeks ago. It's the only thing I've brewed for a while. Weather's been awful again for a while. Just it's difficult to get a couple of days together and know when you've got the time off and the freedom to brew, to be able to brew. Yesterday it was crappy in the morning, got good in the afternoon, but I ended up going out to the pub instead, sitting in a beer garden, which was very nice. I haven't brewed. So this is the Kolsch. It's Citra hops, all Citra hops, Pilsner malt, Munich malt, and the Lallemand Kolsch yeast. Very simple, very straightforward. 3 additions. 70 minutes. It was a 70-minute boil I did. 70 minutes, 10 minutes before flame out, and then a 20-minute flame out at 75 degrees, whirlpool kind of thing. That. So there's a little bit of a note of the citrus, but it's very light. Very light. I don't get anything from the malt really on the aroma, flavour-wise. I'm getting a little bit of a citrus bite, only a little. Other than that, it's quite cold. It's only a 5 degree. It's in the keys are at 5 degrees. It's quite clean. It's not crisp, obviously, because it's a Kolsch brewed at 18 and 20 degrees. And it finished at 1011, so there's a little bit of body to it and a bit of sort of sweetness, but that's countered by some bitterness, the bitterness from the Citra hops. I think if I was to do this again, if I suck it back into my mouth, I can get this almost a lemony lime to it. But it finishes clean enough on the palate. There's no sense of like a lot of body to it. Wait there, I seem to have got like something on my glasses, like a spider or something there, just in the corner there. Anyway, there we go. So I get a nice bite to it, a little bit of that bitterness and snap with the finish of the lemon and lime. There's a smooth. There's a bit of a smoothness from the Munich coming through. All in all, a very nice beer. Quite sessionable if it was nice and sunny. Sat out in a beer garden, or sat out in the deck in, cooking a few ribs or something. Be lovely. Pushing them all around. It finished off, I think, at 4.8%. I think it was. I think it was 4.8. Sorry, I'm squinting because I keep seeing this thing on my glasses. So about 4.8%, which is nice sessionable kind of strength. So we're going around pushing them over for a bit. Anyway, so what else have we been doing? Because I haven't been brewing, I haven't got anything to brew, but I have been doing other things like that. So today I bought some mixed nuts, some bulbs of garlic, some double cream, and a loin of pork. So what possibly could we be doing with those? Well, the garlic and the mixed nuts are in the smoker. Actually in the Kamado, but I'm smoking them on a bit of beech. So with the mixed nuts, I put the mixed nuts out on a tray, sprinkle over with maple syrup, mix it all up and get it all of it nice and covered. Add some salt, some smoked paprika, mix it all in again. And then in the smoker on beech, bulbs of garlic just straight in, on the smoker. So it's a cold smoke with beech dust, using like a Pro Q type thing, but Chinese version, you know. And so that's running at the minute. That's about 8 hours, I think it runs for. It manages, if it manages to get round fully, it's about 8 hours. I think it could burn. So they'll come out nice and strong. Then I got some double cream, and you've probably all seen it on TikTok. The video of a woman who says that she gets a pot of, or she calls it heavy cream, I suppose, because I think she was American. Gets a pot of heavy cream and uses the blender, whisks it until it turns into butter and pours off the buttermilk. So I thought I'd give it a go. And I know people have been complaining, price of butter. What, Lurpak's about $5, it was at one point something like £5 a pack. Double cream, it's like 80-90 pence for a 300-gram pot of double cream. So I thought, well, it's not going to kill me. It's not going to break the bank. So why not give it a go? See if it is real or if it's one of these fake TikTok things that go around at times. And it is real, and it does work. So I got about the size of a normal pat of butter out of it, maybe a little smaller. And I mix mine up with some garlic paste and some herbs. I use sage and thyme. Put all that in with it. Once I'd got it as butter and separated the buttermilk off, it's bizarre because it goes through 3 stages. Like the first stage, you're just there and you think, I'm just getting frothy. It's just getting frothy and frothy and frothy. Then it seems to go solid, and you're like, is this it? Well, where is it supposed to? Isn't it supposed to separate? It's just like butter, but it's really wet. And you kept doing it, and then all of a sudden, bang! Liquid starts coming out instead, and you're just left with butter. It's bizarre. It's really odd doing it, but it does work. And I do suggest, certainly for the likes of Rusty, who spent weeks warning about the price of butter not long ago in the food crisis and such we've been having, the cost of living crisis. There's a good option for you. It takes 5 minutes. You've got buttermilk, which I'm going to use tomorrow to make some American style pancakes for myself and Thomas, with a bit of maple syrup again and some bacon. So yeah, really excited about that. And then I've got this garlic and herb butter that I can use for cooking. So I could go get another pot, do the same again, and just have plain butter, maybe salted butter. It's all endless. I mean, I think, and for the sake of 90p, yeah, Sainsbury's was 90p. I think the pot I bought from Lidl, because I bought 2 pots, one for cooking tomorrow, and then I went and got this pot to do the butter with. That was from Lidl, but I don't know the price on that because I didn't get a receipt. However, we still had the receipt for the Sainsbury's. I know I'm wittering. But yeah, the butter. Try it, give it a try. It's dead simple. I use one of them hand blenders just in a bowl. Kept going and going and going. Suddenly it changed and the liquid started coming off, and I poured that into a jug. You don't get much. The butter itself seemed quite soft and wet, but I'll put it in the fridge for now. Put it on some greaseproof paper, wrap and tie it, and get it so it's like a roll. Yeah. So the pork loin, making bacon. I haven't done bacon in a long time, so I got a loin from Lidl, just a basic loin. I've done it before with them, and once again using the cure. I've had the cure in for a long time, and so thought I'd use it today. It's 1.28 kilos of bacon I'll come out with. It was a good long piece, nice looking piece. It looked like you'd get nice back bacon slices from it, the way it looked. Really exciting. And once again, maple syrup. I thought I had the maple syrup. I'll do maple cured back bacon, and then later on I'll smoke it either with the silver birch I've got or beech smoke and do that. So here we go. That's what I have been doing today. That was my culinary exploits this morning. Well, sort of lunchtime. It took me about an hour and a half to do all 3 things. Make the butter, get the nuts and that on, get the garlic on, get that smoking, make the bacon up. Yeah, about an hour and a half tops to do all that. I was quite happy with it. So, what else should we have a chat about? We do football. Liverpool, Jesus, again, they've dropped, haven't they? They've dropped off. Definitely, well, they're out of Europa for a start. They're now behind City. City, it's all in their hands now. They can just run away with it. They usually do. I mean, obviously they had their issues with losing on penalties to Real Madrid. They've got their game today, half-5 against Chelsea in the FA Cup. But I don't think anyone thinks Man City are going to lose now. Both Liverpool and Arsenal lost last weekend. Losing to Palace was bad. There's no strike force now. It doesn't seem to be. It seems to be, but it seems to be endemic within the whole team that there's. You did notice when Robertson came on last week, what a difference he makes. What he's trying to get everyone fired up and ready and fired up and running and playing, but you look at the team now. I'm talking about the game on Thursday away to Atalanta, and there seem to be two teams in there. I don't mean Atalanta and Liverpool. I mean within Liverpool, there's the top tier team, which is the like of Virgil, Salah, Trent, Robertson, Alisson. They're at this level, and the rest of them seem to be at a level below that. I mean, Salah, missed an easy goal, shinned it. However, his hold-up play, the way he took his penalty, normal world-class, normal Salah. But yeah, Trent just minute 2 on the pitch, long ball crossfield pass to Diaz right into his path. Won the penalty with the cross. Got the handball. He's a game changer, and is at that level of quality. Same with Alisson. Obviously, Kelleher has had a great time, played really well, but Alisson is at another level again. So you have to say there is two teams in there. The rest of them just seem to be just below that. The likes of Elliott, Curtis Jones, even Nunes. Nunes just, he has no consistency about him. And like Endo, even McAllister, he has worldies, but then he doesn't. And there's a lot of giving away the ball on Thursday, but everyone, to be honest. But yeah, it seemed to be a game of two teams, all on the one side. Whether a lot of that is to do with the rest of them have won, know what level it is to win, and even though the Klopp has said he's leaving, they're still maintaining that level, where possibly the others haven't had those wins. I mean, they've possibly had wins elsewhere and such, but Klopp leaving seems to have they've dropped. It had to happen. I mean, they'll say, no, we haven't changed, but you have, obviously. It was the same when they won the league, and there was an opportunity to go on and win by 112 points. They lost one game that whole up to winning against Wolves, because it did look like they could become the new Invincibles. But then as soon as they won the league, they dropped off, and they said they didn't, but it was obvious you had, because the stats showed it, the results showed it. They lost about 3 or 4 after that. Anyway, yeah, so it's over. I think it's fair to say. There is the odd, you got to keep a hope in there, you know. They're still in it, they're still in the game, there's 1 point, but you don't see City losing. You hope they would, and you'd hope Arsenal would struggle and lose. All of them now concentrating pretty much on the league, except City. Obviously they've got the FA Cup game today. Everyone else, everyone's now concentrating on the league. There's no one not just in the league left. What with them both out of the Champions League, Liverpool out of the Europa League, I can't see in the last 6 games City losing them. I mean, they've got a bogey at the end, playing Spurs away, because they struggle at Spurs, always have done. But it's all to play for, I suppose, but I'm not confident, I'll be honest. It's really for City to lose, isn't it? So anyway, that's the football over with. What else do we want to talk about? Podcasts. I'm really into podcasts these days. Not brewing podcasts. I don't know why, but I don't listen to brewing podcasts. I really don't. But I have been listening to A lot of football podcasts, politics podcasts, history podcasts, old school radio podcasts. So yeah, I've been really enjoying them. Things like The Rest is Politics with Rory Stewart and Alistair. Oh, what's his bloody name? Oh, for some reason I want to say Alistair McGovern, but it's not. It's Alistair Campbell. But I really enjoy that, and I'll be honest, I didn't think I would. Never thought I would like Alistair Campbell's take on things, but he knows what he's talking about. Same with Rory Stewart. Being a Tory, I didn't think I'd take to him, but I do. They're really good. It's a really good podcast, and I like that more than I really don't think I would enjoy listening to George Osborne and Ed Balls. For a start, I can't stand Ed Balls or George Osborne, and I never could. But whereas with Alistair Campbell, I didn't really know him, didn't really like the idea of him. Same with Rory Stewart, I wasn't really sure about him. Seemed alright over Brexit and things, but still wasn't sure. But yeah, I really enjoy them. Those two I really hate, so I know I'm not going to enjoy them, so I don't even bother. The news, there's one with John Sopel and Emily Maitlis, which obviously takes it from a more journalistic perspective. I mean, Alistair Campbell was a journalist, but he's also been on the inside of government, so he has a different kind of knowledge that you won't get just as a straight journalist. So I think they're the news agents. Really enjoy that as well. It is a different perspective from everybody else. I mean, there is another guy with them, but I can never remember his name. What else is there? The football podcast, obviously. The Overlap. The Rest is Football. Absolutely love The Rest is Football. History ones. History. Ben Snow, is it? Yeah, Ben Snow. The Ben Snow History. I think it's the History Hit, something like that. Ben Snow's History Hit, something like that. That's really good. Really enjoy that. Mixing it up with The Rest is History, which again is part of the Gary Lineker group. There's quite a few of them. There's The Rest is Football, The Rest is History, The Rest is Politics, The Rest is Money, which I also listen to. It's quite interesting as well. And The Rest is Entertainment. I think that's all of his group. Surprising, it seems that everyone wants to be in on these podcasts these days. I mean, the amount of actual celebrities and people doing it. Obviously, there's the Joe Rogan show, and I've listened to a few of them, and some of them have been okay, and then others I can't listen to this, stuff, like everyone's a communist kind of stuff. Oh yeah, it's just, it's an America's perspective, and I get it. It's just sometimes it just goes off on anyone who doesn't like hunting and Trumpism and things and all that, and you're a commie, you're a pinky. And I know it's an American perspective, and I'd be obviously a commie according to the Joe Rogan show kind of thing. So I don't watch as many of them. I mean, the Elon Musk one really just annoyed me because I just thought he was a tit, to be honest. There's times where he had difficult questions and he completely pretends that he didn't hear the question properly, or he goes off on a tangent on purpose to avoid answering the question because it's a difficult question for him. He doesn't want to, but then still pretends how he's this amazing genius. So yeah, that's it. Podcast. But I have all this time when I'm at work. I'm starting at 5 in the morning, pretty much alone most of the day. So having the old headphones in, all earbuds in all the time, used to be a lot of audiobooks, but now I've podcasts. Gotta go with a good podcast player. You can have them organised so that you've got your whole week there, and you just press play, and it'll start going through all the ones that you've got to go through. That week's list of podcasts, and then I never catch up enough, so I've always got more to listen to. And quite a lot of them now are also on YouTube as well, so you can actually sit and watch them as well as listen to them. So I can be subscribed via my YouTube channel to a lot of them, and the ones I miss, I could be watching them at home when I'm cooking, or on my tablet and with the headphones in, kind of thing. I love it. I just love it. I don't know why it suddenly. I think it's the last couple of years where they like really exploded. Everyone's doing them. Absolutely everyone. Yeah. Whether that's to do with Joe Rogan, I don't know. It could well be, because he has made it massive. He is massive. Obviously, what he makes from it, I guess, is quite a good living out of it. So there you go. And yet still, I don't know why I don't do brewing podcasts. I really just don't. I just can't. I just don't listen to them. I don't like to listen to them for some reason. Yeah. So we're at 20 minutes. 20 minutes of me just talking shite. So sorry. I'm gonna go now. Sit outside on the decking, pretend I'm in a pub, out in a beer garden, drink a few more beers, listen to a podcast maybe because I'm on my own this afternoon. Thomas is at a party for Wish, which is like it's called the Wish Foundation, but WHISH. It's for people with disabilities, but the sort of the hidden disabilities, shall we say. So yeah, it's for people with hidden disabilities. So Thomas is with his diabetes. You don't know he's got that disability until like you see his pump or his thing on his arm. Same with the ADHD, autism, oral issues, hearing issues, all that kind of disabilities that you don't realise are disabilities because it's not obvious, you know, like someone on crutches, someone with dark glasses and a stick, and a guide dog. You don't know they've got disabilities, others. So yeah, he's there at a minute at a party. What they do is every month they have a big birthday party for all the kids whose birthday is in that month. Now, it's not massive, but it's because quite a few of the kids, they have their issues around big groups, being in party situations, large group situations, whereas this, it's a bit more encompassing for them and done in a way so that they feel comfortable, and yet they still get to have a party with their friends who are all members of the Wish group. So it's really good. So Thomas is going today to this party. He's already been there for the morning session. Then tomorrow they're all going swimming for a couple of hours. So it's really nice. It's really good for him. He's meeting lots and lots of new friends. Met quite a few people with diabetes as well, which is really good for him. Like lads a little bit younger, a little bit older. So it's good for him to see how that is for him. So anyway, right, yeah, now I'm at 22 minutes. I am going to go. So if you got this far, thanks for watching, and hopefully I'll catch you next one. Cheers.